Vehicles are everywhere. Busy streets, long drives, and open roads are all elements of driving a car. There's flying, boating, and apparently teleporting too. Saints Row is a series of games that has changed more times than my grandpa's blood sugar after eating 4 Twinkies. Regardless of the changes, there is one element that has remained constant throughout each game, including Get Out of Hell. Today we discuss what the most iconic car of the Saints Row franchise is. We will go through its stats, what makes it so iconic, and some customization options too. So that leads me to my next question. Which car is it? And what criteria do we judge it off of? There's a couple individual cars that have been featured in almost every Saints Row game, and one could be led to believe that those certain legacy cars are most iconic. What if I told you that wasn't the case? Regardless, we will take a deep dive into the world of the most iconic cars in Saints Row history. Let me start by asking you, the viewer, which car do you think is the most iconic in the franchise? When asked which is the most iconic sports car of the series, a majority voted that the Raycaster was the favorite of the bunch. Ah yes, the good old Raycaster. Coming in at 80 out of 100 speed and 90 out of 100 when using nitrous, the Raycaster is a car that has been featured in every single numbered Saints Row and has kept a similar look throughout each game. With its sporty, bold look alongside with some scissor doors, the Raycaster is a car that is recognizable to almost any Saints Row fan out there. The car was also used as Dex's personal vehicle in Saints Row 1, in which you unlock after beating the Carnali story arc. So all that being said, is the Raycaster the most iconic car in the history of Saints Row? Well, I think it's too early to say, but let's keep it in the back of our minds just in case. Well, keeping the Raycaster in our mind, we have to take into account that there are plenty other recognizable sports cars in Saints Row. The Neuron is an example of a car that has quickly become a fan favorite after debuting in Saints Row the 3rd. With the rear resembling a Nissan GTR and the front resembling a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 10, it's one nice ass car. And in the remaster it's looking extra sexy. Is it the most iconic car of the franchise? Nah, not even close. Okay. How about the Capshaw, a classic Saints Row sports tuner car with loads of customization options as well? Well, no to that as well. But again, nice car nonetheless. The Cosmos, coming in at 70 speed with an 80 nitro speed, a car that has been featured in Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, and Saints Row the 3rd. I'd say no again. There's also the Nelson, a car that has again been around since Saints Row 1 and is an instant classic. I will say right off the bat that this car is an iconic Saints Row car. However, we'd be lying to ourselves if we said it was the most iconic of all time. How about some good old SUV or pickup trucks? There's been a plethora of different styles, body shapes, and performance choices when it comes to trucks. From the Alaskan, Atlantica, Criminal, Compensator, Swindle, Legion, Mag, or even the Atlas Breaker. To say there has been a variety in this category would be an understatement. The Compensator comes in at 75 speed with an 85 nitro speed. It's a cool, aggressive looking truck, but to say it's an iconic car would be a lie.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
How about the Alaskan? It has the exact same speed stats as the Compensator and has a throwback look to it, almost slightly resembling a Ford Bronco. Ah yes, the Ford Bronco. Long live O.J. Simpson. But let's be real, the Alaskan is not an iconic car either. In my opinion, the best SUV there's been in Saints Row is the Mag, and that's only been featured in Saints Row 1 and 2. So when it comes down to it, I would rule out this category of vehicle when it comes down to the most iconic car of all time. So what exactly makes a car memorable or iconic? Is it the characters that inhabit these cars?
I think you scratched my hood.
Is it the amount of customization options it has? Is it the car's speed, looks, or handling? Does it depend on what the community thinks? The answer is actually yes to all of the above combined, kinda. The Vauxhall is a car I personally favor the most out of any Saints Row game ever, and that's due to the sheer customization options and looks this car has going for it. You can change it from a beat up looking hoopty to fit right in the high paced streets of the Fast and the Furious.
Dude, I almost had you.
You almost had me? You never had me.
You never had your car.
Unfortunately for me and a select few of other people, the Vauxhall was never seen again after Saints Row 2. In the newer games, the closest thing we've got to the Vauxhall is the Torch, which is a sexy car nonetheless, but come on, it doesn't beat the Vauxhall. Coming in at 80 speed and 90 nitro speed, not only is it quick, but it's the exact car Lynn uses in Saints Row 1 and Donnie uses in Saints Row 2, which adds some credibility. Well, Donnie isn't exactly helping my case here, but Lynn sure did make it cool. The Vauxhall is my favorite car in Saints Row, but that doesn't make it the most iconic. So onwards we go to solve this mystery. I think it's time we ask the Saints Row community's most trusted influencers their opinions. What do you think, Flippy?
My most memorable vehicle is the Hollywood. Fixing up this hoopty is one of the most stress-inducing moments in Saints Row. Countless arguments were had over this car, friendships have been destroyed over this car, Dom is a skank-ass hoe, but when you down the lowest, that's when you come back the hardest. That's real talk. Don't ever let a bitch bring you down. Fix that hoopty up.
Ah yes, the Hollywood. Many wars have been fought over this car during Blingdale ride matches. And how about you, Irish Coffee?
So let's see. Favorite car in Saints Row? I would personally have to give that to the Superiore, I think it's pronounced. Let's just say Superior for the sake of the video. But why is it my favorite, you might ask? Well, not only is this car a gnarly hybrid of my personal favorite Lamborghinis of all time, the Diablo and the Countach, I always find myself ripping through the streets of Stillwater while dicking around in free roam, as well as using this vehicle to get to missions pretty quickly. The customization options on it are a bit mid, but yet great for a game of its time. I am really hoping to see a car like this return in the Saints Row series one day. A man can dream, right?
The Superior, a beautiful car to say the least. Mr. Saints Godzilla 21, what do you think?
How's it going, everyone? Saints Godzilla here, and I have to say that my favorite car in all the Saints Row series has to be the Atrazone. Atrazion? Atraziani? Shit. Anyway, this beast happens to have a slick design, top speed and handling, and of course is equipped with classic scissor doors. There's very few cars that make going from A to B as stylish and as quick as the Atraziani. Damn it.
The Atrazion, you say? Why, I think you might just be onto something. But we'll come back to that in just a moment. Last but not least, how about you, Dom?
Hello everyone. Thank you for having me, RPG. My name is Dom. Let's get to it. My favorite car in the Saints Row universe has to be the Wraith. Why? It's good looking. It sounds great, and the design on it is just great. The engine is just wonderful. And it's also better than Saints Godzilla's, because, of course, I'm better, so my choice has to be better. And there you go. Hope you guys liked it. What is your guys' favorite car in Saints Row? Actually, don't fucking answer, because I do not fucking care.
Dom, relax.
What? You can't tell me what to do.
We are talking about cars. Don't get sidetracked.
Yo, go fuck yourself. You can control me.
Yes. We're back. Where was I? Muscle cars. What else can I say other than that they are beefy, bold, good looking, and quick? There are so many memorable muscle cars in the Saints Row franchise. Just to name a few, there's the Hammerhead, which has been featured in every numbered Saints Row. Personally, my favorite rendition of this car was in Saints Row 1. I've always loved the fact that you can change the suspension on certain cars in Saints Row 1, and so when you put these certain wheels on the Hammerhead, it drops the car low to the ground, which always has a sleek look to it. How about the Bootlegger? Yet again, another legacy Saints Row car with an 80 base speed that maxes out at 90 speed when using nitrous. Just like the Hammerhead, there are quite a few customization options for this bad boy, including an exposed engine. With the Bootlegger, it has never been easier to roleplay as Dominic Toretto, well, minus the muscles. These two muscle cars are legendary to Saints Row, but again, they are not the most iconic car of all time. Looking back at the cars we've discussed, sports, muscles, tuners, trucks, sedans, and more, there is still one category we have yet to discuss, which is by far the most popular in the community. Even if you are a person that doesn't particularly resonate with cars, or consider yourself a car person, this type of vehicle usually appeals to the more casual demographic anyway, and that category just so happens to be utility. Kidding. That category is supercars. Ah yes, supercars, which nowadays can be referred to as hypercars too. The cars most of us will never touch in our lifetime, unless you work hard and grind every day, but nobody's got time for that, so let me just drive them in video games. There has been a plethora of fast and good looking supercars in this series. I'll start with the Zenith. This beast comes in at 90 speed with a 100 out of 100 nitro speed, making it one of Saints Row's fastest cars. Not only that, it has the looks to back it up too. With its sleek design based off the 2005 Aston Martin Vantage, great customization options, and the fact that it was used as Julius's personal vehicle in Saints Row 1 could by default make it a contender for the most iconic car. The one setback for this car is the fact that it has only been featured in Saints Row 1 and 2. So with that being said, I think we unfortunately have to give this car a big fat no when it comes to the most iconic, but I will always love this car. Okay, let's take it back old school, yet new school at the same time. Let me ask you this question. Which two supercars have appeared in only Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 4? Time's up. up? The answer is the Fer-de-Lance and the Rattler. The Fer-de-Lance is one of the fastest accelerating cars in the game, with excellent handling and impressive top speed, which match that of the Bezier, the Superior, the Vortex, and the Zenith, but is beaten by one car that we will mention soon. The Fer-de-Lance resembles the Ferrari Enzo and made its return in Saints Row 4, albeit called the Peacemaker, as it was used as the ZPD's cruiser car. The Rattler is another vehicle that was only in Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 4 as well. This car was Warren Williams' personal vehicle, and it can be seen during his death cutscene with Tanya. Sorry for spoilers, but I mean, if you haven't played Saints Row 1 yet, then you must live under a rock.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Speaking of rocks, this one has a nice color, which kinda reminds me of when the Rattler returned in Saints Row 4 in the form of a unique vehicle collected in the Virus Collection Diversion. The Rattler is slang for rattlesnake, which suggests the car refers to the Dodge Viper, which it kinda does, but it more closely resembles the BMW Z4 mixed with the BMW Z8 combined. That being said, the Fer-de-Lance and the Rattler are not the most iconic cars in Saints Row, as legendary as they may be. So which car is the most iconic of all time then, damn it? Which one is it?
RPG, wake up. You have to tell the community that the most iconic Saints Row car of all time is the Atrazania. God damn it.
The Atrazion, without a doubt, gotta be the most iconic car in the entire Saints Row franchise. Let's be honest, with a base speed of 100 and a nitro speed of 100, this car is the fastest in any game, being featured in every single numbered Saints Row, including the upcoming reboot. The Atrazion is a staple in the franchise. In Saints Row 1 and 2, it can be purchased at a foreign power. Once doing so, enjoy the ride, because it's quite fast. Whipping around the streets of Stillwater and Steelport in this bad boy is quite exhilarating because of its top speed. This car shares features common with the Lamborghini Murcielago and the Lamborghini Kala concept. A couple fun facts about this vehicle is that the base speed is already so fast that using nitrous doesn't even make the car go any faster because it's already at the max speed the game can handle. Also, the Canetta motorcycle is the only other land vehicle that can match the speed of the Atrazion without a nitrous boost, but that's not a car, as you can see. This car was used as Joseph Price's personal vehicle in Saints Row 1, in which you unlock his special variant after completing the West Side Rollers story arc, which sports a nice deep Rollers blue, which can match that outfit of yours, playa. This car is instantly recognizable to any Saints Row fan, and honestly a lot of people that aren't too familiar with the Saints Row series can point this car out, as it carries quite the legacy behind it. So as we go into a new generation of Saints Row, we will never forget the original Atrazion. Thank you for the memories, old friend. I hope the reboot does you justice. Well guys, I almost forgot. Follow me on Twitter and join my Discord to connect with me, Papa RPG, where we can discuss these cars further and maybe, just maybe, chat about some other subjects as well. Until next time, this has been the most iconic car in Saints Row history. Papa RPG, signing out y'all.